Hi guys! Oh my gosh, Merry Christmas everyone! First of all, if you don't notice, my background has changed drastically from that dark bedroom slash office that all of my other videos were. It's been so long since I made an update. We moved, well, YouTube update, I should say. A lot of people, like friends and family, already know that we have moved. But for all my YouTube people, we moved finally. For those of you that don't know, Cody and I were building a house when I got sick, and there was just a lot of question of if the building process would be too much for me, during treatment, and I questioned that too, but ultimately it ended up being what I like to call the great distraction. And it was wonderful. So the great distraction of 2021. It ended up being wonderful. So I would show up to chemo with my big binder and work on the house stuff, and just kind of put behind me what I was actually doing there, and working on the good stuff in my life. So like a lot of my videos, I would talk about the good things happening in my life. I wouldn't really say that stuff, but those were the things that I was talking about a lot of times, were those things. And ironically, the day that I had the cancer removed was the day that we broke ground. We weren't here to see it, but the day I had the cancer removed was the day that we actually started digging. So fun fact. But anyway, we're here. We moved in finally in June. So it's exciting. First Christmas in the new house. It's nice to have a fresh start and a new beginning. It feels good to be home, and to be settled. And I'm just really grateful to be here, to see it finished, and just get to wake up every day and just to be here. I'm just so grateful to be here. So I wanted to do an update because I've gotten some questions through YouTube, just people asking how I'm doing with my plumbing situation. No pun intended. For those of you that don't know, my husband and I own and operate a plumbing company in our small town. So it's ironic that what all that happened to me, it has to do with my plumbing. So so anyway, with everything that I've gone through and the reversal of the ostomy and all of that, I was doing this year irrigation. That's the kind of fancy term, but really what I was doing was like these 3-liter enemas. And I wanted to update you because I've gotten to the point where everything has healed up enough where I don't do that anymore. About the only time that I have to do that is when I travel, and it's just preference. I do it because I don't want any surprises. So yeah, really the only time that I do it is when I have a long flight. Which I don't travel that often, guys. So that's really the only time that I do it, or a long car ride. Like if we're going like more than 2 hours or 3 hours or something like that, like where I know I can't stop. But I've gotten to the point where if I have to go, I'm talking about some gross stuff, but y'all are used to that now. I've gotten to the point where like I have 5 or 10 minutes to find a bathroom to go if I gotta go. So like it's not an emergency situation anymore. So it's just very exciting to everything has healed enough that nothing is an emergency anymore. That's exciting for me because at the beginning of the year when I had the reversal done, and even, months after, it was like, oh, gotta go, and off I went. And I was having these like clustering times where when I was in the bathroom, I was stuck there like all night, or all day, or, whenever it was happening for a long period of time. It's healed. Like whatever was going on is not happening anymore. So yeah, life is pretty good. Just no more emergency situations. I don't have to do the irrigation anymore, only if I want to. It's just really healed. So for those of you going through the same thing, I'm a year out, almost a year. It would be a year at the end of January. There's hope. So almost a year later, and I'm just completely what I would consider healed and fully functioning again. It's just pretty normal, what I would consider a pretty normal life. With the exception, I still have my port. I still am always in for blood work and CT scans. And next Tuesday, I have a colonoscopy. It is my first colonoscopy since the original, like the dreaded one that found the cancer. It wouldn't be my first ever colonoscopy, but like the bad one. So if you guys could say a prayer, send some positive vibes for next Tuesday. I need it. I'm nervous. I don't know why. I don't have any reason to believe that anything could come back or grow, but I think it's just scan anxiety. All my labs look good, but I was perfect on paper for how many years, and I had this tumor growing inside of me. So I'm anxious to see what the surgeon sees. I want to know I'm clear. But yeah, everything has looked good so far, but I'm glad we're still following through and we're doing what needs to be done and staying on top of it. So next Tuesday, right after Christmas, Merry Christmas to me. I'm getting a colonoscopy. So yeah, that's what's going on next week, and I'll update you after that. But I know I kind of said this would be it, but like I said, I've been getting some messages where folks don't want to write me off, so I'm not going to write you off. And I just kind of wanted to let you know that things are going really well, and that my body has done what maybe should have done, and it's healed itself. And I don't have a rectum, and I don't have part of my colon, but it's okay. And it's worked itself out, and it's all good now. So I've adapted well, and I'm just doing really well. So I wanted you guys to know that, and I wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas. And I just wanted you to think about me next week and say a prayer that everything is clear. But I'll pop back on and let you know either way, what they found and what they saw. And so I'll just talk to you next week. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday, and I'll talk to you then. Bye.